And this time I'm comparing two unlikely characters, Kim Kardashian and Harriet Tubman. See, I think there are a lot of similarities between Kim and Harriet. Harriet Tubman, she's a woman we think of. She freed so many slaves. The Underground Railroad. So many things made Harriet Tubman special. And we look at that time, and I know most of us imagine Harriet Tubman crawling through rivers, wading through water, mud, hiding out from racist white government officials, hiding in trees, cold, alone in the wild, just trying to make it from the southern part of the United States of America to the north. And Harriet Tubman is pretty awesome, so that really makes her seem like a maverick, a superhero, to do all that she did in the time that she did. I take my hat off to you, Harriet Tubman. Kim Kardashian, I also take my hat off to you too. There are a few things that you've been doing as of late that have made me take notice. And it made me want to compare the two of you. Yes, I'll admit, the freeing of slaves and the freeing of other black people, coincidentally black people, maybe you helped to free other people from the prison system in 2019, but you both were freeing people nonetheless. My hat's off to you, Kim. The thing that made me want to compare Kim and Harriet is the fact that they both seem to take issue with injustice. Kim Kardashian, once she learned about small, minor drug offenses and people being in jail, like Alice Marie Johnson for some small drug charge or something like that. She was in jail for, a long time. Kim Kardashian went and met with President Trump and said a few things. Not sure all of what she said. I wasn't there. But next thing you know, there's a pardon coming down from the office of the president. Alice Marie Johnson is then a free woman. Harriet Tubman, let's learn a little about her. Obviously, she was born a slave. And she actually had to go through her life with a lot of bad brain blood. I mean, Harriet Tubman, one of her slave owners, threw a weight at another slave, but he hit Harriet instead. Clumped her right on the head. And this gave her dizziness, pain, spells of hyperinsomnia all of her life. Yet Harriet Tubman went on to do one of the greatest feats any American, let alone any black slave woman American, had ever attempted to do. Free approximately 700 slaves. So I would say Harriet Tubman sort of started off in a tough spot. Injured. Hurt. At more of a disadvantage. As if being a black slave woman was not disadvantaged enough, Harriet Tubman also gets her brain bonked. And she can't sleep. She's dizzy. She's probably fainting. I think I read something that said she used to faint. And I'm thinking, you're trying to free people, and sometimes you might actually faint? Get out of here. Harriet Tubman, you are a beast. Let's make a quick pivot over to Kim. Kim Kardashian, it's not the same type of rags to riches story or slave to freedom story that Harriet Tubman might have had. Kim Kardashian had her own interesting road. While born to some privilege, I guess, more privilege than I had. I mean, my dad wasn't a lawyer, and I didn't come from money. Kim did. Not necessarily a lot, not necessarily a little. She came from some money. She started off as a stylist of Paris Hilton. Okay, fine. I'm sure there were more things before that, but when she gained a little bit of notoriety, because Paris Hilton used to be she still is a very famous star. But for a little while, Paris Hilton was on top of the world. She had her own reality TV show, and on top of the world as far as fame is concerned. Everyone knew who she was. Paris Hilton is still doing damn good. Then Kim Kardashian, there was a 2003 sex tape, came out. She was able to parlay that into an television series. Very cool. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. How do you go from that and have a big enough heart, enough care in your soul to want to free people from prison that you've never met, that you owe nothing to, and no one else would care to lift a finger. Not in any actionable way. I don't even know if Kim Kardashian and President Donald Trump agree on many or any issues. But Kim Kardashian, being the maverick that she is, Kim Kardashian goes to the office of the president. There have been sports teams that don't even want to sit in the same room with him after they win their league's championship, and it's customary that they visit the White House and the sitting president. Kim Kardashian, whether she has differences or not with the president, went and did a very hard thing. Maybe for her. I don't know what her political leanings are. She's very strategic about that. She doesn't say much. Quiet is kept. But Kim Kardashian goes and she meets with the president, conveys some case, articulates herself well. I guess I wasn't there in the Oval Office. But she gets the president to understand something needs to be done. Too many non-violent offenders for ridiculous drug charges are sitting in jail, rotting. She wanted to do something about it. Whoa! Not only did she want to do something about it, she put her money where her mouth was. She actually did it. And she's still doing it. There's an act called the First Step Act that Kim Kardashian is sort of spearheading. And it's just trying to enact major changes in the US prison system. I don't want to over or underinflate Harriet Tubman's freeing of approximately 700 slaves. I'm sure we'll never know the number. Could be 5,000, could be 58. Who knows? She freed someone from oppressive slave owners. That's amazing. Kim Kardashian, with the First Step Act, I don't know for sure how many people we have in the prison systems that are non-violent, small drug charges, I guess, if that's Kim's real focus. I don't know how many people we have sitting in prison. But to enact changes and reform a system, Kim Kardashian is likely going to free well over 700 people from their captive place. So just consider this and be gentle. Kim Kardashian did not run through the woods and hide under floorboards or do whatever Harriet Tubman maybe had to do. Harriet Tubman didn't do the things and sit with presidents like Kim Kardashian did either. I don't think either one of them should be praised more or less for when they were born and the hurdles that lie in front of them. Sometimes we take what someone did that we think is the best thing in the world and we say, someone else had to do something harder than you. So therefore, I won't respect that. I don't like today's NBA because they're not as tough as the old school basketball players we knew. Well, Michael Jordan was just way tougher than Kobe Bryant. This is the Wimps League now. You can't fault a person for when they were born. You can't fault a person for when they grew up. If they grew up in slave times or if they grew up in 2019 as a Hollywood starlet. All I know is Harriet Tubman and Kim Kardashian are cut from the same damn cloth. The cloth where injustice does not sit well with them. People being held captive does not sit well with them. And imagine what it takes. Harriet Tubman was born a black slave woman. No. Think about that for a minute. Think about that uphill battle that Harriet Tubman actually had to face. Born a woman, and she's black, and she was a slave. The rapes, the beatings, the poverty that she must have lived in. Worse yet, maybe other slaves that were snitches that wanted to likely out her because they thought they could maybe gain something. Think of that uphill battle that Harriet Tubman actually had to face. 700 slaves and she didn't lose one? Get the hell out of here.
She's a pit bull.
You take Kim. Kim Kardashian's rich. No. Don't miss what I'm saying now. She's rich. No reason. Kim Kardashian has no reason to do what she's doing and free anyone from anywhere. No reason. Doesn't have to. Doesn't have to work again a day in her life. But she's choosing to. It's 2019 when I'm recording this. That's crazy. You don't need to. People don't help people anymore. That's not what people do. Kim Kardashian going out and doing this? Pitbull. Those women are they both risked a lot in the respective times that they were born. Kim Kardashian is risking popularity by sitting with the president who is very unpopular. Harriet Tubman was risking life and limb. Literally. And freedom. Life, limb, and freedom. That is some... To put others before you like that, when you yourself may be ridiculed and scrutinized. It's a quality I wish more of us had. Thanks, Kim and Harriet.